Hello everyone, welcome to Technology Discussion Channel. Today, I'd like to start a new topic which is on Smith chart. Actually, before I start to discuss on this channel, I actually ponder and wonder, are you guys still using Smith chart to tackle the RF issue? Okay, after several considerations, I still feel that Smith chart is an essential tool for us to design and also some analyze of RF module. So this will be the first series discussion on the introduction of Smith chart. This is my email. If you have any question regards on today's discussion, please drop me an email. Before I continue, I'd like to urge you guys to support this channel by pressing the like and also the subscribe button. Please also turn on your notification bell in order to receive more information from this channel. Guys, please also give me some form of feedback through the comment so that the overall quality of this channel can be improved. Once again, sincere thanks for your strong support. Let's start by understand what is actually a Smith chart. A Smith chart is a computation aided for evaluating tedious repetitive equation that often appear in RF theory, which means that Smith chart basically is used to resolve anything that is very tedious, anything that is always repetitive. There are so many uses for the chart, especially on its use as an impedance matching tools. Later on, I in fact will be combining this Smith chart together with impedance matching. How we actually can use Smith chart to resolve the impedance matching rather than by working, let's work on our solution through the Smith chart. Examination of this figure reveal that the Smith chart is based upon two set orthogonal circle. The set of circles are used to represent impedance and also admittance that are expressed in the rectangular form. So over here you can see that this is so-called the rectangular form. We have this real number and imaginary number. So this is what it means by rectangular form. All of the impedance on a Smith chart are normalized by the characteristics impedance of the transmission line or by a standard real impedance level such as 50 or 75 ohm. I will say that most of the time we will be using 50 ohm. So basically, most of the time before we actually use the Smith chart, we need to normalize all the value with respect to 50 ohm. Over here you can see that Smith chart basically look like this. So those that are in red circle or red lines, they actually represent the impedance charge. So as I mentioned earlier on, this is governed by the rectangular form. You can see that this is the R, which is the pure resistance value, and this is the reactance. On the other side is basically we classify them as a so-called admittance chart using the blue lines. Over here you can see that in fact it's the reverse, which is 1 over Z, that we get the admittance. So over here, this is the conductance, and this is the subsistence. So give you some idea what is Smith chart. Basically, it's a combination of impedance charge and also admittance charge, which we will illustrate further later on. The horizontal line passing through the center of the chart is the pure resistive line, which means that this line here, they are actually represent pure resistive line, which means that they don't have any imaginary part. Any points on this line represent an impedance that only has resistive component, which means that earlier on I have mentioned this here, reactance basically is equals to 0 for this case here. So this is the meaning when you actually see any point that is actually appear on this line, along this line. So basically, it's only purely resistive component. And this is basically represented by this horizontal line passing through the center of the chart. The value along this line range from a normalized value of 0 resistance on the left, okay, which is here, the zero resistance on the left, and all the way on the right will be infinity. Okay, which means that the resistance smallest actually start from here. Okay, technically there won't be have 0 ohm resistance. Okay, but you can imagine that the very low resistance is actually on your left, and when the resistance actually increase, they move more and more to the right until infinite resistance. Okay, so basically this is what I mentioned earlier on. So basically, if this is basically equal to 0, and this thing is actually the resistive part, and basically they will be tasked to normalize to 50 ohm. Okay, so this is what we call a constant resistance circle. Okay, you can see from here, this is the line that passed through here. This line here is basically a constant resistance circle. Next, the center of the line is a normalized resistance of 1.0, okay, which means that this is basically right at the middle of the Smith chart. So this is what we call the center of the line, okay, which is mean here. It's basically a normalized resistance of 1, okay, which will be equals to the characteristic impedance Z0 as illustrated here, which means that under this point is exactly equals to 1, which is exactly equals to the characteristics impedance that you actually normalize. The circle passing through points on the pure resist line is known as constant circle. Okay, you can see that these are 1 constant circle, 2, etc. So these are all what we call a constant circle. So they actually pass through the point on a pure resistive line. Okay, so this is what we call a pure resistive line, and this is what we call a constant circle. All circles that pass through the pure resistance line to the left of point 2 are not closed at the infinite end of the chart. Okay, this is done to avoid the confusion that will result if all the grid circles converge to the area at the right of the chart. Incomplete circle may be estimate or complete with a compass. Okay, let me explain what does this mean. Okay, which means that, okay, on your left, this part here, okay, you actually can draw or estimate on your own. Okay, they do not want to draw so many circles because this may confuse you. So hence, if you, let's say you need something like 0.3, okay, you can see, imagine that basically they are over here. So you just imagine and you can actually plot your own constant circle on your own if you really need. So this is what it means. So they just do not want to add more and more constant circle to confuse you. Rather than that, they encourage you to draw your own circle. Okay, so this is what it means by this paragraph here. Okay, the outside circle on the Smith chart is known as the pure reactant circle. Okay, so you can see over here. So these are all we call the pure reactant circle. A value of reactance may either be inductive or capacitive. Okay, so they can be either inductive or they can be capacitive. And inductive reactance appear above the pure resistance line. Okay, which means that all these lines here actually represent a pure inductive. Okay, which means that they are actually above the resistance line. While a capacitive reactance actually appear below the line. So you can see that all these lines below the resistance line, basically they can be represented by a capacitive reactance here. All reactance value are also normalized by the characteristics impedance Z0. Okay, earlier on I have discussed the resistance value here. They are normalized. So now I'm talking about the reactance value. Again, they also need to be normalized by the characteristic impedance. The circle passing through points on the pure reactance circle are known as constant reactance circle. Okay, so imagine that these are some circles here. Okay, so these are what we call a constant reactance circles. Okay, so let's quickly understand this. So basically, this is the reverse process of the so-called the resistance value that I've discussed over here. So basically, there are conductance and substance circle here. So due to the constraint of time, I probably can't do this discussion all over again. Okay, but you can see that basically they appear on the other side. So for example, this conductance circle, okay, earlier on you can see that they actually start, okay, populate on the right and then move all the way to the left. But over here you can see that basically they start at the left and they start to populate onto the right. So over here is slightly different as compared to the impedance chart. Same for this over here for the substance circle. Okay, let's just quickly put these two charts, the impedance charts and admittance charts, in order to conclude this discussion on the introduction of Smith chart. Okay, so let's take a look. Basically, this is, earlier on I have mentioned that basically these are constant circles that pass through the resistance line. Okay, again, you can see that these are also so-called a constant reactance circle. Okay, basically this is what we call a impedance charge. Next, in terms of the admittance charts, again, okay, is actually the reverse process of the impedance charts, and they can also represent, okay, by all these lines here. Okay, so with this, I'd like to end my discussion. Please help to like and subscribe. Once again, sincere thanks for your strong support. See you guys.